Chad has called out 30 and a Wake Up and Go Small Live Large. Their YouTube channels will be linked up in the description of this video. Make sure to go to their latest video and comment, Chad and Paul have challenged you to the Travato Dump Challenge. When can we expect the video?
In today's video, we answer the challenge thrown down by Chad and Paul, check out their YouTube channel, on the Black Tank Challenge. How fast can I empty my waste tanks, fill my fresh, and beat their time of just over 12 minutes? I'm ready to go. Black Tank Throwdown Challenge, let's roll. All right, so here's the rules.
Your tank levels have to look like this. You need a full black waste tank, at least 1/3 gray waste tank, and an empty freshwater tank. All right, the next rule is that you can't...
All right, so let's look at my tanks here. Thank you for the rules. So tank level, I'm empty on fresh. I am 1/3 full on gray, and I am full on black. All right, so that's, we got that rule checked off, and everything is stowed. Nothing is ready to go. So no hookups. Everything's tucked away. No hookups. I'm going to give you 5 tips on what to do and not do in relation to this. And so stay to the end for that. All right, so Chad and Paul, I got my cameraman with me. This is Kyle.
Hello.
And we accept your challenge, gentlemen. I love this idea. It's so great. So Kyle's ready to go. You got your timer ready. Okay, you ready? We'll count down to 3 and we'll hit the timer on the phone. And then I'll hand the camera to Kyle and I will be off to the races. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, go. I'm nervous. So gloves on. We'll do tank duty first.
Cross-contaminating.
Cross-contamination bad. Woo, there's the hose. 144 tank dumps I've calculated. Always make sure these bad boys are closed. Take the cap off. There's always a little water there, no problem. Into the hole. Make sure that's clear of obstructions. And 1, 2, 3, pull gently. And just like that, the tank is empty. Okay, while that's doing its thing, it's nice and fine now. What I'm gonna do is get the Santee flush working. So around here, because I don't want to cross-contaminate my hose. Good question. Okay, so I'm gonna use this faucet over here. Next on our step is fresh water. Let's let this rinse. Come around here. Now be sure to always use your pressure regulator because these things have sometimes really fast pressure. Okay, I hear tank washing happening. Let's get the fresh water going. We're gonna use our... So the faucet already has a water pressure regulator on it, so I don't need to put mine on. Our connector filter, always want to see green. You can hear it rinsing. This is great. How are we doing on time so far?
You're only about 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh my gosh, that's great news. This will take a while, probably. Fresh water is always filling slowly. Sorry if I'm yelling. Breath, water on, get all the kinks out. So again, what we have to do is do all this and then put it all away to be under time. So what I'm gonna run into is that my black tank is gonna say probably 2/3 full, not empty, because I need to do an ice cleaning treatment on my tank, but clearly my tank is empty. So we'll just let that run for a minute. what do you think?
So far so good. It's only 3 minutes so far.
3 minutes so far? Okay,
Is there anything else you can do while you're waiting?
let's let it go. Let's check what it says inside. So yeah, so the black tank says 2/3, which I would expect. It might go down to 1/3. Again, I need to do my ice treatment. If you haven't seen that video, be sure and see that video, how to clean a black tank with 2 10-pound bags of ice, 3 toilet bowls full of water, and some Dawn dish soap. Gray is at 1/3, and the water is filling. So I'm gonna call that a wrap on the rinse, because I know it won't get to empty. Now the rules are I have to actually get everything back into the closet. How are we doing on time?
4 minutes.
4 minutes. Woo! Okay, see if we can get this rolled up fast. It goes in here. And the reason we want a black, or rather a gray water hose, is for the anti-flush, prevents any potential backwash, and I also use mine for washing the rig. Okay, so that's in there nice and snug, that's good. Okay, so let's finish tank duty on the black, and that is to empty the gray. So my tanks are about 11 of gray and 12 on black, or the other way around, and 18 gallons of fresh water. So in that goes. And the reason you do black first is because the gray kind of rinses out your hose. The anti-flush did that as well. So this is just sink and shower water going out. So it's mostly hand washing, maybe a shower if you have used that. I haven't. On my TRAVATO GL, I have a macerator pump that is pulling from the gray tank. Because of the configuration of the tank, I have to use the pump to move the water through the system. The black tank is what's called gravity fed, or gravity empty. So the big 3-inch hole is right under the toilet, and the 3-inch pipe is right under the toilet and empties very, very quickly. So you can hear the macerator has kind of changed noise. Always let it rest just a second and hit it again. How are we doing on time?
6 minutes.
6 minutes.
40 seconds.
Okay, I'm gonna say that's pretty good. So I'm gonna close that gently. And there's always a little liquid still coming out of here. It's mostly just clean water at this point. You can see that is done. All right, give this a good shake. Now there's always a little water that comes out of this when I put it in the thing, so just kind of stand clear of that. Black, gray, done. Okay, put the lid on, and we're just waiting for the water fill. So what I recommend is getting like heavy-duty dishwashing gloves, and then getting a bag that you can put these in that is easy to get the gloves into. And I put them in the same way every time, so the dirty ends, the fingers, kind of go in the same spot so I don't, again, try and cross-contaminate. Oh, this one's not working. There it goes. I'm trying to find the perfect bag for this. I found one at a Bass Pro Shop. Haven't been able to find one since, so this is actually a letter file system. All right, so that goes in up here, like that. And what we're waiting for in the water now is for the water to overflow onto the concrete here, which would indicate the tanks are full. My guess is they're probably about 2/3 full now. How are we doing on time?
8 minutes and 15 seconds.
8 minutes. We're beating them pretty badly. This is great. Let's just go check the tanks quick. Oh my God, the fresh water's at 1/3. We're gonna get killed on the fresh water. Gray says, let me, phone, cameraman, let me just show you this, folks. So what we're seeing here is black, as I suspect. It's just, it says 2/3 because I need to clean it. Gray is empty, and the fresh water is 1/3 here. So that's the weak slow point right here. We're making good progress.
Timer?
Timer, 9 minutes. Ooh, it's gonna be close. I'm gonna give you 5 tips on what to do and not do in relation to this. And so stay to the end for that. Hey, if you're getting anything out of this, I sure would appreciate a thumb up. That helps me know you like this, and YouTube shares it out, which is awesome. Comment below. What questions do you have? Is black tank scary to you? Shouldn't be. And then subscribe if you are into the vans, into RV lifestyle, into black tanks. It'd be an honor to have you part of the success of this channel by being a subscriber to the channel. Okay, let's go back to the water side. Waiting, waiting, waiting. I see maybe a small kink here. That's not helpful. So I use cloth hose. Some RVers use plastic. I've found that the cloth hose compacts quite a bit more, significantly wraps tighter, and fits into the storage chest much more readily. I hear it filling faster now, so I think my problem was the kink. Gosh darn it. So I did a video on that, plastic versus cloth hose, and you always want to make sure you get a drinking water safe hose, and then have a gray water for rinsing the Santee flush, and I use my gray hose for washing my van as well. How are we doing on time?
10 minutes and 37 seconds.
Oh my God, we got 90 seconds. Oh, come on. That's killing me. What else can we do to speed this up? I don't think anything. Let's go look, see if we're 2/3 yet. Because I have to have everything put back away. We were doing so good. What happened?
11 minutes.
Oh my God, it says 2/3. Okay, it's getting close. We got Luke inside. He's not escaping. That's good news. Woo! I think
20 seconds.
I think they're gonna win. Damn, it was so close. I had a kink in the hose. We would have won. Waiting for the overfill. Come on.
40 seconds.
Woo! They were at 12 minutes, 17 seconds, I think.
Oh no! This is such an embarrassment.
All right. It was about 12 minutes.
Oh,
If we didn't have a kink, I would have won. Waiting for the sound. Overfill. Which the first time that happened, I thought I broke my Travato. But there's a valve flap that as the tank fills, once it's filled up, it overflows and then it closes once you stop the pressure. So
4 minutes and 45 seconds.
they won. I can't believe it.
9, 10, 11.
Let's see your timer on the camera. Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. Congratulations, Chad and Paul. Fresh water gets me every time, especially when there's a kink in the hose. What can you do? Except patiently wait and know that you're filling up full of really good water, right? Come on, come on. It's always that last one. Tick tock, tick tock. What's the time? 13 minutes?
4 minutes and 52 seconds.
13 minutes. Congratulations, Chad, Paul. There it is. There it is. Oh my God, come on. Maybe we can beat empty your filter of water. That goes in. Give the plastic bag, and it goes. Let's wrap the hose. Oh, I can't believe that kink. A kink in the hose. A kink does it every time. A kink to productivity. Okay, in it goes.
Everyone want to stop.
Oh, shoot. Wrap, okay. Good. Broom. And done. Did I say?
14 minutes and 6 seconds.
Kink in the hose. Got me. Kink in the hose got me. Well, that was fun. So I'm going to give you 5 tips on what to do and not do in relation to this. So I just want to thank Paul and Chad for issuing this challenge. It was kind of fun. I was always, I guess, a little curious how long that would actually take. Now we know. It can certainly be done in under 14 minutes, my time. I think it could probably be done in under 12 minutes of their time. They had freshwater ingest issues as well. So my guess is that in most cases you can get this done in 5 to 10 minutes depending on what types of service you need to actually apply to your rig. Again, a big thank you to Chad and Paul. And stay tuned, we got 5 tips coming up for you. And until we see you again, I wish you to journey on. Keep your black tank happy. Five pro tips I want to share with you today from a full-timer in this rig for 2 years nearly. And after over 144 tank dumps, I sort of know what I'm doing. Tip number 5 is cross-contamination. Cross-contamination is not good. That is when you have a dirty hand touching a clean part and you have just transferred what is on this glove onto whatever you're touching that is clean. I am super aware of cross-contamination, and if you've ever been to an RV park, ever been to a dump station and seen people in action, dirty hands, gloved, touching clean parts. Not good. Don't do it. Watch for cross-contamination. Very, very important. Tip number 4. Tip number 4 is don't rush. This was a challenge, so it was a timed event, but my advice is do not rush your blank and gray tank duties. That is not something you want to do because mistakes happen. And in fact, I take it a step further. And if you are actively talking with somebody, socializing, trying to do too many things at once, you're gonna make a mistake. I've done it, so just word of warning. 4th pro tip is don't rush, stay focused on your tank duties, and that's it. Tip number 3 is use one of these. What in the heck is that thing? This is a pressure regulator. Chad and Paul mentioned the same thing. I did it in my video as well, and what this does is it reduces the pressure coming from the tap into your RV system and hose. These are somewhat gentle compared to your housing, and most places I've found have really extreme water pressure because they have so many faucets in a compact area. They have to put more pressure. That's my hypothesis into a smaller space. Get one for your fresh water, which is what this is, the green, and get one for your gray water hose. You can get this in my store. Go to my website, gosmalllivelarge.com, click on the Get Gear under More, and get yourself a couple of these. I even put an extra one in because inevitably I leave one behind, and now I'm stuck, right? Tip number 2 is use a water filter. I didn't see a water filter in Chad and Paul's. I know they have one, but I actually recommend this. This is Clear 2.0. I did a YouTube video on this, met the owner. These folks filter down to 1 micron. In water filter, less is more. That means more filtration of the water that you're drinking. I drink the water in my rig's fresh tank because I know it's filtered coming in really well. So tip number 2 is get a water filter, abandon the blue, get the green. These 2 are on my website through Amazon, and you will be really happy with the quality of water you get from this. My number one tip is dump with confidence. Don't be afraid. This is not scary, folks. In my 144 tank dumps, over 2 years of ownership, I've had 0 black tank issues, 0 black tank accidents because I did the right thing, went slow, was intentional, did it with confidence, looked at videos on how to do it, and then just did it step by step. Even if you have to have a checklist, black tank first, Santi-flush second, gray water, rinse, and you're done. It's really pretty simple. And it takes literally, in my case, about 14 minutes. But if I'm not trying too hard, it's probably all over in about 10 minutes. And if I just need to dump the tank itself, the black tank, and gray, the whole thing can be done in less than 5 minutes without a Santi-flush. So, like our favorite cook, Julia Child said,
you just have to have the courage of your conviction.
Dump with confidence, you'll be fine. So 5 pro tips for you. Hope you got something out of that. Again, thumb up, comment, subscribe. Really appreciate that. Last thing, Kevin, 30 and a wake up. Where's your challenge, sir? Where's your video? Get on it. We want to see it.